pushing forward is in my guard. Now, I want an overhook. For me to do an overhook, my pummel goes fingers up, right? Fingers up, overhook. Fingers down, underhook. Make sense? So we're going fingers up. So we're going outside, in. I take what's available. I'm not too fussed. As soon as my fingers go under his arm and start pointing up, I start to spread them. As I spread them, I pull him to me. This is where I'm going to pick which side I overhook. We're not doing both because then we're just going to be stuck. So I'm going to overhook one side. In this case, my left. My arm goes over, my butt scoots out. So now my ribs are closer to his ribs, right? I don't have to squeeze as much because my body's there. Now, you can go flat palm and you're going to engage your bicep to squeeze like a guillotine. I like to make a fist and turn my knuckles into his chest and stretch. So my skeleton does more of the work. Here. This is a lot tighter squeeze than this. Okay? It also lets me manage my distance a little better. So my knuckles are up in his heart, which means I'm creating torque for my squeeze. My other hand is inside his bicep. Right? If he can grab onto my head or stack me up, he's going to be able to survive longer. So I karate chop him in the bicep. Reason being, when he tries to come inside, if I control his bicep, whether with my hand or my wrist, I can stick my knee in the middle. Right? This is going to buy me space and control. My heel steps on his hip, my hand is on his elbow, and I want to push the blade of my shin into his bicep, creating pain. Okay? My other leg goes from his hip to his shoulder. So I'm doing everything I can to keep his upper body down. Right? My right hand slides from his elbow to his wrist, and now I can really start grinding into that bicep. Okay? You want a pain reaction. Right? If I'm sitting here and he's a tough guy, he's not going to pull his arm back. But if I really get on that bicep and I jerk and he pulls out, there's my entrance. This is first option. So again, if I'm stepping on his hip and I'm driving out, that hurts. I can feel him pulling, but I'm not going to let him go until I'm ready to shoot my triangle. Once here, this is my choking leg. I want his neck glued to the back of my knee. My heel in his spine. Other leg on top. Choking leg is always on bottom, right? Here's where danger zone starts. Knees together, and I let go of my overhook, okay? I'm hands off, but my knees are tight enough. You see how his shoulder's flexing in? So when I squeeze and pop, his arm makes space, and I can pass it to the other side. Once his arm is across my body, my heels are down, and my knees pull into my face. I can feel his tricep on my rib cage. It's gonna be hard to pull out. So from here, I either grab his head or I keep his wrist. In this moment, we're going to grab the head because I want to keep his posture down. All right? My other hand goes in between my knee and his head and grabs my choking ankle. I can now release. If you release without grabbing, he can posture up and escape. Okay? Head control, shin control, and only then do I release my danger zone. Outside leg steps on the hip. Heel raises, body turns, heel drops. Now, I can draw a circle and come over the top. Here, heels down, toes up, knees together, and I grab my knee or his head, pulling down and raising my hips for the finish. We're pummeling in, knees to the face, overhook. Block the elbow, shrimp. High guard, knee inside, step on the hip. Climb the foot up. Stretch to the wrist. He pulls out. Let him. So you're windshield wipering from under to over. Danger zone. Knees together. Pass the arm. Control the head. Control the shin. Step on the hip. Cross your legs. Close triangle. Two hands on the head. Hips up to finish.